you have a chance to come and feel like a kid again on September 13th, because once again it's time for the Cleveland Geekster, this year celebrating, do I have this right, Ryan, the 12th year?
12 years, that's right. We're a dozen years old.
You don't look a day over
50?
So this is Ryan Faricelli, Ashley Rayburn, and y'all have been coming our way for 11 of those
11 of the
years.
12 years, that's right.
I've grown up with you.
I know, right? So's our kids.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I think this is so much fun because you are collectors yourselves. You're going to have Cleveland State College in the, where do you have it there on the campus?
We're in the gymnasium at Cleveland State Community College.
Okay, so it's going to be full of other people who are collectors, where you do have a chance to not only come and relive your childhood, but like you mentioned, people are bringing their kids.
Yep, yeah. We have about 50 vendors, and we had about 1,200 people come through the doors last year. So it is a huge event to be in Cleveland. You know, I mean, we love Cleveland. I don't mean anything disparaging by that, but just it's a huge turnout to be up in Cleveland and to not be in Chattanooga.
So you have been coming our way for a long time. Understandably, when y'all come, Ashley, you pick the guy stuff.
We had this conversation.
But I remember some times where you had like Holly Hobby lunch boxes, right? You represent the girls too.
Yeah, so we have something for everyone. The vendors, we have a wide variety of vendors that come from all over to do this, and they bring My Little Pony or Strawberry Shortcake, Rainbow Bright. All of those things are there also. We have all of those kinds of things, as well as we have this stuff, which is, you're going to see a lot of this, but you're also going to see a lot of girls, kind of girls' toys from the 80s, 90s. You're also going to see crafts, people that are create kind of geeky things for everyone. We have really cool stuff.
What was that country song that came out years ago, and it was called like 1980 something or something? Remember the one he talks about Stretch Armstrong and the G.I. Joe and all the things that were the decades.
G.I. Joe is hot right now.
It is huge. Yeah.
Well, okay, so you were kind of saying that you don't mean anything ugly by it. If you're a kid who grew up in the 2000s, you loved your toys, but these are the ones. This era, this is the deal.
Yeah, the late 70s, and of course most of the 1980s is where the value is.
Why?
I think it's because nobody knew that this stuff would be wanted in 20 years. You know, it was kind of the first era of making lots of action figures. You know, action figures in particular were not a thing until Star Wars, really.
That's true.
And so you had Star Wars and He-Man and Transformers, and all of these toys kind of exploded during that time period. And then in the mid-90s, everyone realized, I want those toys from when I was a kid. So they started buying and collecting them, and then the values went up.
So I noticed that y'all have some things in boxes, some things are not. Is it true that things are always more valuable if you have the original packaging?
90% of the time.
Typically, yeah. So it depends on the era. The older it is, the more valuable it is if it's in that original packaging. So we've got this G.I. Joe guy here that's right off the card, right on the card, not off the card, on the card. It's Transformer. This box is open, but it's back in the box and everything's there.
It's a little beat up, but it's still worth about $150.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, when you come to the Geekster, can you purchase?
Absolutely. That's the whole point. It's, if you go to like a Conuga or a Comic-Con and you go into like a vendor hall, this is really like, our event is just a vendor hall. It's a huge show of comic books and toys and art and collectibles and anything that you would want to fill your shelves with.
It's kind of interesting too when you go, like you could be 6 years either side of growing up with somebody and the toys you played with were completely different.
That's right, yeah.
So how far back do these toys go? Just the 70s?
So the comic books go way back. Right.
Oh, you have comic books too?
Yeah, we have lots of comic books. Yeah, and so the comic books go back to the 30s and the 40s. There's lots of old comic books. Uh-oh.
That's okay. She doesn't want to stand up.
That's okay.
Who is she?
The sorceress from He-Man, Master of the Universe.
Okay.
So.
Okay, go.
Yeah, but
she means nothing to me, but okay.
So everybody's they're done.
They want to play.
They do.
So the toys,
That's all right.
The toys typically go back to like the mid 70s is kind of where a lot of the toys start, and they come up to all the way to the modern stuff.
Are they made of stuff that they wouldn't make toys out of now?
I mean, they're plastic.
Different?
I mean, a lot of them have like rubber bands in them, and that's the other reason why some of these hold some value is because those rubber bands deteriorate over time. So if you find them that are real tight and the rubber bands are still in good shape,
dry up,
some of them can be fixed. Specifically G.I. Joe, you'll find those are often fixed and those rubber bands are repaired, but some of them are harder to. And yeah, it just depends on the plastic's pretty much the same, but some of that plastic is brittle over time, and the more you have it, it'll kind of age.
So, like, do you end up with things? I'm thinking about that Seinfeld episode. Remember that one where somebody they have a girlfriend, I think, who has all these vintage toys, and they get her kind of drunk and they go and play with the toys. But there were like easy bake ovens and all the things. Do you have that kind of stuff too?
We never know what we're going to see. We see all sorts of different things. There was one year where there was so much Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff from the 80s that we were just like, where did all of this stuff come from? And then, you know, sometimes some years tend to be anime years. Like we were saying earlier, G.I. Joe is really big right now, so I suspect we'll see a lot of G.I. Joe this year.
Okay. So here's the thing. It's $10 at the door. 10 and under are free.
That's right.
You just show up on Saturday, September 13th from 10 until 4. Bring your kids, leave your kids at home. You go feel like a kid again. Either way, you're welcomed in.
Yeah, and we're sponsored by Epicos, Cards and Comics and Games, which is here in Chattanooga, and so we're excited about that. And we have a charity raffle every year, and so that's also a chance to give back.
Very good. Great to see you both.
Thank you so much for having us.
Sorry I made all your toys fall down.
They were supposed to be played.
That's true. That's true.
Need a moment that feels like you again? Zen Nail Spa is now open in downtown Chattanooga. Flawless nails, fast service, calm.